Yeah, I'll go back to that first question. I've been pleased with the running backs during camp, and obviously we know Miles where he's at day to day and working hard to get back. Boston has been a bright spot. Obviously, he's picked up where he left off, at the end of the season, and really what he had done last year for us, and has been looking really good. Corey Clement has really he's worked really hard to bounce back from the injuries he's had, and he looks really good, looks strong, and in a really good position there. And then, with our young runners, with Elijah, with Michael, with AK, I think these guys are doing a really good job. There's these scrimmages have been bright spots for them. They've shown obviously what they can do, and really been pleased with that group.
We'll go to Dave Zingaro and then Zach Berman.
Hey, Doug, there's a couple reports that Jason Peters wants a pay bump to slide from right guard to left tackle. Is that true? And if it gets to a point where you ask a player to change positions and they refuse, does that undermine your authority?
Well, first of all, I don't understand where some of these reports are coming from. Jason Peters for us has done an outstanding job at right guard. We have some options at left tackle that we're working through over there. And it doesn't undermine anything. The fact that Jason has really embraced a new role for him. He's done it well. He's playing at a high level in what we've asked him to do there, and he's comfortable. So it's hard, as you guys know, it's hard to disrupt too many positions with that offensive line, and we've got a few more days here before we really get into regular season week to find out who that left tackle will be, but got some options over there.
To follow up real quickly, if you asked Jason to play left tackle, are you confident that he would do that?
To me, that would be a private conversation, one between me and Jason, and I probably wouldn't reveal that to you guys.
Okay, we'll go to Zach and then Tim McMahon.
Hey, Doug, what sense do you have of how long Carson is going to be out? And at what point does he need to start practicing to be ready for week one?
Well, obviously what Carson's working through right now is nothing major. It's just it's minor and it's day to day, and this is actually a good time for this week to rest. As you guys know, if we played a game on Thursday, a preseason game, he wouldn't play this week anyway. So all the backups would go. So this is really a good time for him to really rest and for the majority of our starters to kind of rest and prepare themselves, for next week. So I have no issues of where Carson is, where he's headed, and he'll be ready to go.
We'll go to Tim and then Ruben.
Doug, the guys that are day to day, is there anybody that's in jeopardy of missing the opener as you see it right now?
As I see it right now today, no. As you know, things can change. Obviously, with anything that goes on, but as of right now, no.
Go ahead, Ruben, and then Les.
Hey, Doug. Would moving Lane Johnson from right to left tackle be an option if you're not happy with where Matt and Jordan might be?
Well, if you did that, who are you putting at right tackle? You're going to put put Driscoll over there. You're going to put Pryor over there. You're going to put Mulatto over there. I mean, so there's so many moving parts. That's why it's so important for us as a team moving forward that we keep guys in their spots, work at their spots, and we figure out one position as opposed to figuring out two or three. So, obviously we've had these conversations, in the past with Lane. But Lane's our right tackle, and he's comfortable there.
Les and then Jeff.
Hi, Doug. So who will be left tackle today in practice?
Over there today, Matt Pryor will begin the work over there. Jordan Mulatto will be getting some work over there. Driscoll is working some right side as well, and so we're going to continue that rotation.
What did you make of Pryor's difficulties in Sunday's scrimmage with Josh Sweat?
I don't make too much of it. Pryor has been working right guard and right tackle. I believe this might have been the first time that he's really had extensive left tackle work without any preparation or any practice time. So, it's a great example of why you just don't move guys around at the spur of the moment. And Matt Pryor is a guy that once he gets all the work during the week, is a solid guard or tackle. He's proven that in the past for us, and he'll settle in over there at the left side, and we'll be fine.
Thank you.
Jeff, and then Mike K.
Doug, you just said that he's hardly ever played left tackle. You say that's a reason why you don't move people where they haven't been before, and you have a Hall of Fame left tackle that you're not moving the left tackle. What am I missing here?
The fact that we're not moving him to left tackle, nothing. You're not missing anything. The fact that he's come in here and he's done a great job for us at right guard. He's solidified that right guard. He's worked well with Lane when Lane's been out there. He's working great with Kelsey. Kelsey has a comfort level there with him. And the thing is, if we end up moving too many spots, especially this late into camp, it can disrupt some timing up front. Those guys need to be in sync, and so for us, to go out and put our best five up there, that's the plan. That's where we're going. That's where we're headed, and we're going to get them all ready to play.
Doug, with Jalen Reagor out week to week, how confident are you in JJ and John on the outside opposite Deshaun?
I'm very comfortable with JJ. He's played. He has some game experience. I think he's worked well with Carson. Carson is understanding him better this year, having worked now more I would say exclusively together. Hightower he's had a good camp. The one thing with Hightower right now is just game experience, right? He's a rookie, he's a first-year player. So, it doesn't seem to be too big for either one of those players right now. And, I'm looking forward to both of them competing and helping us, as we start the season.
John Clark, and then Daniel Gallen.
Hey, Doug, with Jalen Reagor missing some time here, Alshon Jeffery has said he could possibly be out there on the field with the team soon. Is there a chance we could see Alshon playing in September?
I mean, there's always a chance. I'm not going to put a timetable on Alshon. I want to make sure he's obviously 100 or 105%, if that's such a thing, before we put him out there. But he's working extremely hard. He wants to be out there. He wants to practice and obviously play in games. But at the same time, we know it's a long season, and we've got some guys that we need to make sure that are healthy for the entire season, not just the beginning of the year.
We got time for a couple more, so we'll go to Daniel and then Nick Fierro.
Hey, Doug. With Jalen set to miss a little time because of his injury, what did you make of his training camp and the strides that he made as a rookie from first practice to Sunday?
Are you referring to Jalen Reagor?
Jalen Reagor, yes.
Okay, yeah. I've been really I've been impressed with Jalen, his work ethic. Picking up our system. One of the things that I guess from our virtual meetings that we've had with him in the offseason to now to training camp is how well he carried the information over, how well he retained the information, right? And then his competitive drive and practice is showed up. His explosiveness, his speed. He has really good hands. I mean, things that were hard to see on his college tape, but we knew as a receiver that he could do, and he came in and he wants to learn. He's a sponge. He's learning from Alshon. He's learning from Deshaun, and he's learning from Carson. So I'm excited to see, obviously, this year when we get him back, and then obviously the remainder of this year, and see how his career really unfolds. Working with Carson down the road.
Go ahead, Nick.
Hi, Doug. This year with the pandemic basically having wiped out your whole offseason, and how important is it for guys like Adrian Killins, but maybe some other guys to have come in here and be able to show that they can play more than one position? Do you really value that even more this year than in other years?
Yeah, he's one of the players that I think is kind of caught our eye a little bit. We had him at receiver, then at running back, or vice versa, running back, receiver, now back to running back, and someone that's come in and really done a nice job that way. It is hard, I tell you. It's something from a coaching side of it, not having preseason games, I would tell you that it's difficult to really evaluate these guys and really see them in game situations. It's probably been the hardest thing, this camp. But we've seen probably enough from him to understand who he is and the type of player he is. We like him, but at the same time, it's just a matter of missing games, and that evaluation process goes a long way.